Hello stock traders, you should have had a fantastic day today. If you were following the top 7 and others from this weekend's picks for Monday, you should have had a 0.98% gain. Pretty good. Overall, I had a 3.29% gain. I was able to accomplish that with some of my intraday trading, and then also some of my option contracts did really well. Month to date, if you are following the top 7 very closely and you are equally in each stock, then you would be up 7.02%. To compare against the Dow Jones Industrial, the Dow Jones Industrial this month is up 3.85%, so you would be performing better than the market. Year to date, I am at a marvelous 546%, way above my 200% goal I set at the beginning of the year, so just loving that. Well, we got a lot to cover, so let's get to it. So let's start with my day trade picks for today. So these picks come out at 5:30 a.m. Central, and I share them on the standard level of our Patreon group. And my picks today were MDLY, PSAG, and then later on in the afternoon, which was a nice little gift, was WAFU that did pretty good. I didn't intraday trade very much today, so I day traded very little. I had a 4.1% gain. I felt good about that. My other stocks were doing well, and so that was good for me. As far as the top 7 updates, literally sold 0 stocks today, so I didn't sell a single stock. I kept everything that was on the list and added some too. And so when the market is doing well and my stocks are just rolling, I will let them run. And I like to use Webull for my analysis and also my stock trading. They're a very powerful broker with great screeners. I highly recommend that you check them out in the description down below. I think you'd be glad you did. You get 1 free stock when you sign up and another free stock when you deposit money. So today I had someone in the YouTube comments make a mention about why did, when I sold this, was it at a different price than what I expected? I had $400 profit and then I just sold it. And if you are one of those Robinhood users out there and you are not careful, just about everything is set up as market sell and market buy. Well, you never get a good deal that way. Always limit sell, limit buy. You want to control how much you pay for a stock, and you want to control how much you're willing to sell it for. You want to get a good price. Buying or selling stock is like fishing. You put that bait out there, this is all you get. What's on the hook is what you get, and you're waiting for that bite. And so it's just really important that you pay attention and make sure and change that from market to limit. Just one of those little tips that you kind of learn early on. So we have so many stocks to cover, so let's get to the top 7 and others, and let's start off with the others. There are a lot of stocks right now that I'm in and a lot of stuff that's new to the list, so I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So the very first one is brand new to the list, and this is GBTC, and this is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And you might be like, Bitcoin? What? Just think about it this way. GBTC today on Monday was up 7.60%. My average in it's $12.66. So here's the thing. With everything going on as far as a possible stimulus deal, a devaluation of the dollar, well, what does well when the dollar does bad? Gold, silver, precious metals, but also Bitcoin. And it's good to have some of this. You know, it's time as investors that we not ignore this very lucrative type of stock. And so I like the trust, and this is really good trust. Now, this is an OTC. It's the only reason why it's not in the top 7 today, even though it did very, very well, is because it's an OTC. So you need a broker like Schwab or TD Ameritrade. You won't be able to trade this on Webull or Robinhood, unfortunately. It's only available with certain brokers. But I think that this is a great way to get into Bitcoin. You know, you're not day trading it. You're just buying part of a trust. You're betting on the entire market of Bitcoin. So I think it's going to be really, really good. And so I expect this to climb big time this next week and going on up to the election. Next, we have Levi Strauss. And so LEVI, today it finished up 3.86%. My average in it's $15.52. And this is an analyst upgrade play. And so analyst upgrades have been happening on this massively. And a lot of them have gone from right around 15 to 17 to 17 to 22. And so it was a big change. And what happened was their internet sales were reported and they are way, way up. And also they're doing a kind of second-hand store online that is showing a lot of success, and it's a great idea. I think that this stock is going to continue to do well. So far, if it's in your portfolio, you added it at the time when we added this to the list, you're doing okay in it, up a couple percent. I think there's more to go, definitely. All right, the next is Kala Pharmaceuticals, K-A-L-A. Now today, this had a really rough day. This finished down 4.18% on Monday. My average in it's $8.34, and they have a PDUFA date of October 30th. And the reason why I think it fell today was because of Fortress Bio not getting approval on their drug. And so, you know, investors tend to do this and say, the FDA isn't approving anything right now. Well, that's not true. They look at each and every drug individually and it either passes or doesn't pass. Anyway, analysts have a target on this of $20.80. And I'm expecting Kala Pharmaceuticals to really run huge, especially as we get towards the end of the month. Right now, it's not doing that great, but it will. Just give it some time. The next is MPLN. And this had a rough day on Monday. It finished down 8.40%. And this is the Multiplan Corporation. So it was recently merged between Multiplan and the Churchill Group. Anyway, my average in it's $10.14. So we are down in it since the time we've gotten into it. The reason why I'm into this stock and I think it's going to do well is because Mark Klein and the Churchill sponsor bought $10 million worth. And that's quite a high conviction rate for an insider. And so I feel that this is going to be good. We just have to be patient and it will turn around. All right, the next is Spectrum Pharma. On Monday, it finished down 7.10%. This is struggling from the same thing that Kala Pharmaceuticals is struggling from. All these PDUFA names really dropped today. I think it's temporary. It's definitely an overreaction in my opinion. My average in it's $4.12, and they have a drug, Rolantis, and it's coming up. It's a chemotherapy drug, and we are expecting the FDA to approve it. But again, it's called the PDUFA run-up play. So you don't hold through decision. It never pays to hold through decision. AQST, FBIO, the story goes on and on. There's a lot of pain for holding through decision. Now, when it does get approved, that's a terrific catalyst, and these stocks will move like crazy. But what I like to do is I like to keep some cash available, and if they get approved, I'm going in for a day trade. I'm going to buy it, and then I'm going to sell it when the momentum stops. And I've had a lot of success doing that. But holding through decision, that's just scary. It really is kind of gambling instead of investing, in my opinion. The next is SELB. This is an insider swing play. On Monday, it finished up 0.99%. My average in it is $1.97. And this is Selecta Biosciences. And Timothy Springer bought $4 million worth in open market. Also, his other buddy, Timothy, bought some shares too. This stock has done pretty well since we've added to the list. You should be nice and up on it if you got in on it at the time when it was added. And I think that it's still got more to go. So here we go. All right, the next is 5 Prime Therapeutics, FPRX. On Monday, it finished up 13.20%. So it had a fantastic day today. My average in it is $5.68, and they had $1.7 million worth bought in open market by insiders. And so that is why I liked it in the first place, and I think it will continue to run. This is a great stock to get into. It still has more to go. All right, the next is IPOB, and this is Social Capital / Glassdoor. Social Capital is a blank check company, and basically they bought Glassdoor as an inexpensive way for Glassdoor to be able to be publicly traded. So they have a merger coming up. My average in it's $18.24, and this thing has been flying since added to the list. ARK Funds is also buying up a lot of shares, which is a very good sign. It really is the best ETF, I believe, on the market right now if you are looking to get into one. I love how they share their trades, and they're very, very smart. And so I expect this one to continue to climb. I like going into stocks like this. Okay, so number 7, let's get to the top 7. Here we go. Number 7 is TAK, Takedo Pharma. And on Monday, it finished up 0.51%. My average in it's $17.50. And they have a partnership with Arrowhead, and also institutional ownership is really increasing on this stock. And so I'm expecting this one to continue to move upwards. This is a very good stock to get into. It's just kind of a little bit at a time, but it's up every day. And so that's really, really good. Number 6 is IOVA. This is Iovance Biopharmaceuticals. And on Monday, it finished down 0.42%. My average in it is $30.55. And again, institutions are loading on this. Something that I'll do is I'm doing a lot of these follow the money plays right now. This is one of those follow the money plays. And so the reason why I'm doing a lot of this is there just aren't a lot of insiders to choose from. And these are fantastic plays. And I really like them because they are very safe and really good to go into. So I expect Iovance will do really, really well this next week. All right, number 5 is Next Era Energy. And today it finished up 0.91%. My average in is $297.98. And the reason why I like this stock a lot is because they have a 4-to-1 stock split upcoming. And so this should be really, really good as we get towards the end of the month. Remember Tesla, remember Apple when they did their stock splits? I don't think that Next Era Energy will be quite as strong as those two, but it should still be extremely strong, and it's been up every day since we put it on the list. This was a fantastic pick. A member of our group, Taylor, is the one one who brought it to my attention, and it's just doing great. And so I expect this one to really continue upward. Number 4 is Lightspeed point of sale. And Lightspeed point of sale on Monday finished up 2.26%. This one has really been surging. My average in it's $36.51, and this is another ARK buy. So this is a follow the money buy, and institutional ownership is continuing to move up on Lightspeed. This stock still has so much to go, and it's really been roaring forward. So hopefully you got in on this when we added to the list a few days ago. Brand new to the list. So we got some brand new ones coming up. The first one is DKNG. This is DraftKings. On Monday, it finished up 3.65%. My average in it's $50.56. Sent out a notification on this with our Patreon group right away. This stock is really doing well, and the reason why I like it is because Credit Suisse just started coverage on this at $76 price target. And you might be asking yourself, those analysts never hit it. Yeah, but this is Credit Suisse, and they are a lot more accurate on their price targets, and they do a very good job. And so the market's going to pay attention to this new price target. So I'm expecting this to move up. This is a great value right now. And if you don't want to miss out, highly recommend you check out that group. It is a great group, and anytime I do any analysis or I find a stock that I like, I put out a notification. Also, it's not just me that you get. There's a lot of fantastic investors in there that really have fantastic ideas. So I highly recommend that you check it out in the description down below. For the small amount that it costs, you will make it up with one great trade. Number 2, and this is brand new to the list, is INCY. So this is Insight Corp. On Monday, it finished up 2.05%. My average in it is $96.84, and institutions are loading up. Recently inked a deal with Nimble Therapeutics, and so INCY should do really great the next couple of days and the next week. This is a very safe stock, and I think it's got a lot going for it, so I think it will be very good. Number 1, brand new to the list, and this is WORK. On Monday, it finished up 2.55%. This is Slack Technologies. I have an average on this of $31.31, and today ARK funds reported buying more of this, and so Slack should really move upwards the rest of this week. I'm expecting good things. They're competing against Microsoft Teams, but they kind of focus on the middle to smaller companies and not the big companies that Microsoft does, and so they kind of hit a different customer, and they have improved margins also, and so I'm expecting Slack to do well. Well, I do a lot of hard work for this list, so if you could please do me a favor and hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. I look forward to working with all of you each and every day. Hopefully we have a fantastic rest of the week. I'm expecting great things, and you should be too. And Raythoven out.